Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be making some Valentine's cards. Valentine's Day is coming up pretty quick now, and Stampin' Up currently have 2 new stamp sets and some accessories just for Valentine's Day. However, these are only available until the 27th of January, so if you haven't already ordered some and you think you might like them, I'd do it sooner rather than later, because once these are sold out they won't be restocking them. So if they do run out before the 27th there won't be any more. Okay, so the 2 stamp sets there are is, the first one is Follow My Heart. I quite like the Eiffel Tower for this. I got that one in the wooden set. And the second one is Love You More, and I've just got the cling ones for those. Okay. Another thing that we're going to be using is the Sweet Sayings cards and envelope set. So I forget exactly how many cards there are. We'll have a look and post it underneath. I'll put all the details anyway and all the item numbers for everything I use. So they make quite cute little cards, and you've got a selection of envelopes to use. Right, so the card that we're going to make first is this one here. I'm not going to be using that stamp, I'm going to use something different for the sentiment. That stamp is from the Occasions alphabet, but I haven't brought that one over here with me, so I will use one of the stamps from the other 2 sets. Right, first thing we're going to do is get our ink. Now I'm going to be using Strawberry Slush, Crisp Cantaloupe and Coastal Cabana to do this card. And then possibly for the Eiffel Tower I'm going to be using Rose Red. Right, so we're going to squeeze our pad, get this on the lid. Ideally you could use the aqua painter for this. However, if you haven't got one and you don't think it's something you'd use very often, you can just use paintbrush and some water. So as you can see, we've got quite a lot of ink in our lid. I'm just going to get a bit of water on our brush. It's nice and wet, and paint our bottom line. Okay, and then I'm going to move on. Just take the colour out of the brush, and I'm going to do the Coastal Cabana. Again, just give it a good squeeze. It's nice blob of ink. It doesn't matter if the colours bleed into each other, it's fine. Clean off the brush again. Okay, this time I'm going to use the Crisp Cantaloupe. And I'm just going to paint on the top. Right. If you are going to have a go at making this card, you will need to let this completely dry before stamping on, otherwise your stamp that you'll stamp onto will bleed into other colours. So you can use a heat gun to heat this up a little bit, but I've actually already done one that's dried, so I'm going to pop that to one side. So here's the one we're going to be using. As you can see, once the colours do dry, you might be looking thinking, oh crikey, that's quite dark, I don't know if I like that. They will dry much lighter. Right, so we now have our card, a bit like Blue Peter's when I've done it earlier. The next thing we're going to do is get the Eiffel Tower stamp from the Follow My Heart set. And I'm going to get my Rose Red. Goodness me, that's a very juicy stamp. Just go to make sure I'm going to look a bit on the edge because it's very wet. And I'm going to just go in there and This is where I hope that it's not messed up. No, perfect. Okay. Right, I'm going to use the same colour ink to do my sentiment. And I think I'm actually going to use the True Love. Okay, and I'd like that about there. Okay, so that's the first one finished. This is actually quite easy, but I quite like this watercoloured background. Of course you could do the whole of the white area, but I like just having the bit in the middle. Yes, that's our first one. It's quite a nice, easy one to do. Right, our next one, I've just realised I also need some Whisper White, which is just over the back. Let's open into a new packet. This ink away from it everywhere. Right, the next card that we're going to make is this one here. So, this one is just using stamps from the Follow My Heart set. Just opened the packet with my finger and I forgot I've got a paper cut underneath my nail earlier. It's really sore. Okay, this time on this one I have used, I can't think what it's called, Marina Mist for the blue, but I'm going to be using the Coastal Cabana because it's already out on the desk. Right, so I'm going to use the little banner stamp. Two of each colour. So we're going to do 2 of the Strawberry Slush. Two of the Crisp Cantaloupe. And 2 of the Coastal Cabana. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is punch these out. Now I'm going to actually be using a punch that is going to be one of the free items available with the celebration, which starts on the 28th of January. So every £45 you spend, you'll be able to claim a free item. I'll be able to show you more about those items after the 28th of Jan, but one of them is this little punch that's going to punch out your little banners. The lighting's not very good in here today. Struggling to see properly. That last one's a little bit wonky. Okay. Right, so we're going to take another one of our Sweet Sayings cards. This time we're going to stamp the Eiffel Tower again, but we're going to stamp it with the Strawberry Slush. Oops, got a little bit of a blip there, but we'll cover that up with one of the banners. And the words we're going for this one here, I followed my heart and found you, which is lovely. And I'm going to stamp that in crisp cantaloupe. Oh, I don't want to stamp it upside down, do I? I think I must have stuck this one down slightly off centre, because even when I've levelled it up, it's a little bit wonky. Right, so now we're going to add our banner pieces. Too easy to nip that. So the pattern I'm going to want, I think I want that one there. Start the other end. Okay, so you can have your banners anyhow you like across the top. And we're going to use the 3D dimensionals to stick it on. Makes a change. I'm actually being quiet rather than just waffling all my way through it, talking complete nonsense for most of the time. I'm happy with those two. That one out. That's better. There we go. So that's 2 quick cards. Neither of those take a massive amount of time, that you can make with these fantastic new stamps that are, like I say, only available for a limited period. Once the 27th of January comes, they'll be gone. I'll add all the links in the bottom, and if there's anything at all you want to ask or want to know, just give me a shout and I'll answer as quick as I can. Right, thank you for watching.